I think we can all say this ended up being a pretty good Thanksgiving Day game. Everybody that watched it enjoyed it, and I'm going to say this. Across the nation, everybody's aware the Lions are coming. Let's get into that and a little bit more in today's Lions Thanksgiving Day Talk Live. Well, greetings and salutations to everybody out there in YouTube land. It's Thanksgiving. I'm sure we're all less than happy with the result of the game today. Last second field goal is going to sink us, but it is what it is. I'm going to say this. On the opposite side of that, I think the entire nation knows the Lions are legit. They've got some abilities. We've got just a play or two away, more importantly, maybe a player or two away from actually being in the next level of NFL teams. A lot of good things to digest from today. I think if we would have went back before the New York game and said, if we could somehow get one win between New York and Buffalo, we take it. Man, we nearly got two, but it is what it is. Let's talk about all that and so much more right here, right now. Malcolm Rodriguez, I thought he filled a few holes well today, helping stop the Buffalo run game overall. They did have some drives, especially I thought the latter part of the third quarter and the fourth quarter where, they were just running over us. Josh Allen was able to do some design quarterback runs, even some improvised ones. And once again, as we have since the preseason this year, we just struggle to contain mobile quarterbacks. That's something the Lions are going to have to address this offseason because we're getting killed by it. Receiving-wise, Amon-Ra St. Brown, another strong game, perhaps his best ever. I mean, what more could you ask from the guy? He just made play after play after play. The problem became, in my opinion, the offense came down to this. Yes, we're without our two starting guards. Yes, we didn't have our two primary backups. And in key moments, again and again and again, we got ran over by the just a lack of reps and lack of experience the third string guards had. And, what can you do? It just is what it is. The Lions had their opportunities to take and really take control of the game in the fourth quarter. I'm sure we all know we got the touchdown, then we went for two. We take the 3-point lead. We had an opportunity. It is what it is on 3rd and 1 to throw the bomb, but, the Lions have shown under Ben Johnson they're going to do it. Obviously, a little bit of miscommunication between DJ Chark and Goff. Goff threw the back shoulder, and Chark looked like he just lost it and had no idea where it was. So, who to blame? I don't know, but the Lions seem to suffer from miscommunication in inopportune moments again and again, this time on the offensive side. And the Lions have got to do something about it. They've got to clean that up so it doesn't happen like that. But, let's talk about the good. The Lions defense continues to go upwards, continues to do good things. I still think they're a legit pass rusher away from taking a huge jump forward. Nothing against Hutchinson, but I believe in the NFL nowadays, you need to have two. It's just too easy to shut down one. But talking about the offense here, I thought today was probably the best we've seen DeAndre Swift look since before the bye. The bye week when, he had missed a game or so because of injuries. So we probably have to really go back to the Washington game to say he's looked, this good. And, not that he was great, but you could see he was trending upwards. Now, with all that said, I think any Lions fan everywhere can say, hey, we can live with this game. We had our opportunities. We could do some good things. We proved ourselves against one of the best teams in the NFL. We just didn't get it done. Literally, as Campbell has said most of the season, we're a play away. And that's really what this game was. One playmaker away. And unfortunately, Buffalo just has more playmakers than we do at this time. But I think as all Lions fans know, that could soon be switching. I put a post up earlier today about how it is being reported through back channels and such that Jameson Williams is going to open up his NFL career, take to the field against Jacksonville. And, I think most of us anticipated that when the word came out he'd been practicing this week. So what's that mean? 14 days from now, or 10 days, I guess it actually is, he's going to be on the field unless we have something happen in practice that sets him back. So assuming that doesn't happen, he's going to be on the field, and what a huge advantage that's going to be for the Detroit offense. I know a lot of people are Goff truthers. I get a lot of them are Goff haters, but let's be fair about Goff today. Other than one very bad throw where it probably should have been picked by Buffalo, I thought he played clean. You know, the 3rd and 1 that I just talked about a moment ago on the final drive for Detroit, I don't know what to make of that. I'm not sure why Ben Johnson keeps dialing up on 3rd and 1, you know, touchdown plays. Maybe with J-Mo that will, you know, be a great thing. But right now I'm going to say this, just like the Seattle game, I'm not a big fan of it. Get the first down, keep those chains moving, and matriculate your way down the field. Perhaps my biggest gripe about that play is that not only if we get the first down do we keep eating clock, which takes the ball away from Buffalo, but we have an opportunity to score and win the game. Now, yes, if, you know, Shark catches that pass, maybe we go in for a touchdown, but I just think it's high risk, high reward. And unfortunately, I haven't seen DJ Shark or Josh Reynolds pulling those kind of passes throughout this season. Maybe Ben Johnson sees it every day in practice. That's something, you know, us as fans aren't privy to, but I can think of 3 plays this year where that's happened and the play's been called up and none of those plays have connected. Maybe things will change with J-Mo. Maybe Shark is going to develop and become better. Whatever it is, I'm just not seeing it out of them. But I can say this, receiving core is doing what they can with what they have. And Goff, I thought he played one of his best games in some time today. Well, I'm going to wrap it up. I think we're all, you know, if you're like me, it felt great to see the Lions play until the very last whistle. Just like last Thanksgiving, we had an opportunity to win. And yes, just like last Thanksgiving, we lost on the last second field goal. But the Lions are clearly a team on the rise. You know, if you would have said before the season the Lions would lose on a last-second kick on Thanksgiving Day to Buffalo, that they'd push them for 4 quarters, I think most people would have laughed at you. But that wasn't the case. Detroit had an opportunity to win. It just, unfortunately, Buffalo is just a little bit better. But we've got 10 days off until Jacksonville. I'm really hopeful the Lions can keep this momentum going. You're obviously going to have a ton of time to get players like Okudah, Pascal, J-Mo, maybe Jonah Jackson, whoever else, Evan Brown, they could get healthy in a hurry. And I think that we can all agree the remaining schedule is pretty favorable for Detroit. Can we make a last-ditch playoff run? Who knows? But let's stay tuned and see. And I'll see you all tomorrow on another edition of Lions Talk Live.